so they can engage, other students, because everybody don't have an opportunity here. Here, I think we are about 19 schools, about 550 students only here, but the reach is possible to a larger number of students can be reached out through those means. Not only that, we also have a very high-end planetarium which is established in Mangalore, which is in the campus of the Regional Science Center, which I just mentioned. This facility enables for immersive science learning, improved access to astronomy education, and hence we are trying to promote the scientific curiosity among the students and the visitors who visit that particular center. Not only that, the government is also trying to establish a science city in Bangalore with the assistance of Government of India, Ministry of Culture. This is going to cost about 230 odd crores. Shortly we are planning this. So this helps to see how showcasing the growth of science and technology in our
ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಯಾಗುವ ಈರುಳ ಆಕಾಶದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸುಂದರ ವರ್ಣಚಿತ್ರಗಳು, ಕಾರ್ಟೂನ್ಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಅನಿಮೇಷನ್ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳು ಸುತ್ತಲೂ ಅಳವಡಿಸಲಾಗಿರುವ ವಿವಿಧ ಪ್ರೊಜೆಕ್ಟರ್ಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ಮೂಡುತ್ತವೆ. ಸೂಕ್ತ ಸಂಗೀತದ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಿರೂಪಣೆಯು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಮನ ಸೆಳೆಯುತ್ತದೆ, ಖಗೋಳದ ಅರಿವು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ತಾರಾಲಯದ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವಿನೂತನ ಪ್ರಯೋಗ. ಅರ್ಧಗೋಳದ ತೆರೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಇಡೀ ದೃಶ್ಯ ಸಮಗ್ರವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವುದರಿಂದ ಕಾಣುತ್ತಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಮಾನನೇ ನಾವು ಸ್ವತಃ ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುವ ಮುಳುಗಿರುವ ಹಾಗೆ. ಇದೊಂದು ಅನನ್ಯವಾದ ಅನುಭವ. ಸ್ಕೈ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗುತ್ತಿರುವ ಬೆಳವಣಿಗೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಪರಿಚಯ ನೀಡುವ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಸಮೀಕ್ಷೆ ಎಂಬ ಕಿರು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವು ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಸ್ಕೈ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರುವ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಜ್ಞಾನದ ಭಂಡಾರವಾಗಿದೆ. ಒಳಗಿನ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳ ವಿಷಯ ಗ್ರಹಣಕ್ಕೆ ಪೂರಕವಾಗಿದೆ. ಕಲಾವಿದರಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಧಾರಣ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ. ಈ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ತೂಕದ ಯಂತ್ರದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಂತುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ವಿವಿಧ ಗ್ರಹಗಳ ಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತೂಕ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇರುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದು ಕಂಡುಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ತಾರಾಲಯದ ಅಂಗಳದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಈ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನವನ ಸರಳವಾದ ಸಾಧನ, ವಿನೋದ ಆಟಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಮೂಲಭೂತ ತತ್ವಗಳನ್ನು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಪರಿಚಯಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಕಲಿಯಬಹುದು, ಅನುಭವಿಸಬಹುದು. ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳು ನಡೆಯುವ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಆಕಾಶ ಮಂದಿರದ ಅರ್ಧಗೋಳಾಕಾರದ ತೆರೆಯ ಮೇಲೆ ಅಂದಿನ ರಾತ್ರಿಯ ಆಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಮೂಡಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಗ್ರಹಗಳು, ನಕ್ಷತ್ರಗಳ ಸ್ಥಾನ ಹಾಗೂ ರಾಶಿ ವಿನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ತಿಳಿದುಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇವೆ. ಹೊರಗೆ ಬಂದು ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿದರೆ ಅದೇ ಮಾದರಿಯ ಆಕಾಶ ತನ್ನ ವೈಶಾಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಮ್ಮೆದುರು ಬಿಚ್ಚಿಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಕೆಲವು ಆಕಾಶ ಕಾಯಗಳನ್ನು ದೂರದರ್ಶಕಗಳ ಮೂಲಕವೂ ವೀಕ್ಷಿಸುವ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ದೊರೆಯುತ್ತದೆ. ಸೂರ್ಯಗ್ರಹಣ, ಚಂದ್ರಗ್ರಹಣ, ಧೂಮಕೇತುಗಳ ದರ್ಶನ, ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಎದೆಯ ಶುಕ್ರ ಹಾದು ಹೋದದ್ದು, ಇಂತಹ ವಿಶೇಷ ಖಗೋಳೀಯ ವಿದ್ಯಮಾನಗಳು ನಡೆದಾಗ ಜವಾಹರಲಾಲ್ ನೆಹರು ತಾರಾಲಯ ಅವುಗಳ ಸುರಕ್ಷಿತ ವೀಕ್ಷಣೆಗಾಗಿ ವಿಸ್ತೃತ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಆಕಾಶ ವೀಕ್ಷಣೆಯ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಳಗೊಳ್ಳುವ ತತ್ವಗಳನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ನೆರವಾಗುವ ಪ್ರಾತ್ಯಕ್ಷಿಕೆಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತವೆ. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಸಕ್ರಿಯ ಮಾದರಿಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ತತ್ವಗಳನ್ನು ಸುಲಭವಾಗಿ ಅರಿತುಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. ಇವುಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅನೇಕ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಗಳನ್ನು ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಶಾಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಬೋಧನೆಗಾಗಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದಲ್ಲದೆ ವಿವಿಧ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಕುರಿತು ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏರ್ಪಡುತ್ತವೆ. ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಚಲನಚಿತ್ರ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಪ್ರತಿ ತಿಂಗಳ 3ನೇ ಭಾನುವಾರ ಸಂಜೆ ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಗಾಗಿ ಉಚಿತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಚಲನಚಿತ್ರಗಳ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶನ ಇರುತ್ತದೆ. ಕಾರ್ಲ್ ಸೆಗಾನ್ರ ಕಾಸ್ಮಾಸ್, ಡೇವಿಡ್ ಅಟನ್ಬರೋ ಅವರ ಬ್ಲೂ ಪ್ಲಾನೆಟ್ ಇಂತಹ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರದರ್ಶಿತವಾಗುತ್ತವೆ. ದಿನೇ ದಿನೇ ಇವುಗಳ ಜನಪ್ರಿಯತೆ ಹೆಚ್ಚುತ್ತಿದೆ. ಖಗೋಳ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಕುರಿತು ವಿಶೇಷ ಕಮ್ಮಟ. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಜೊತೆ ದೊಡ್ಡವರಿಗೂ ಅವಕಾಶ. ದುರ್ಬೀನು ದೂರದರ್ಶಕಗಳ ಸಹಾಯದಿಂದ ಖಗೋಳದ ಪರಿಚಯ. ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಲ್ ಝೈಸ್ ದೂರದರ್ಶಕವು ಉತ್ತಮ ಗುಣಮಟ್ಟದ ಪ್ರತಿಬಿಂಬಗಳನ್ನು ನೀಡುವ ಮೂಲಕ ಸೂರ್ಯ, ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಲೆಗಳು, ಸೂರ್ಯನ ರೋಹಿತ ಇವುಗಳ ಸುರಕ್ಷಿತ ಅಧ್ಯಯನಕ್ಕೆ ಸಹಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದರ ನೆರವಿನಿಂದ ಶನಿ ಗ್ರಹದ ಉಂಗುರಗಳು ಹಾಗೂ ಗುರುಗ್ರಹದ ಉಪಗ್ರಹಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಬಹುದಾಗಿದೆ. ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಗಾಗಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೆಸಲಾಗುವ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ಕಮ್ಮಟಗಳು ಅವರ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಬಲಪಡಿಸುವುದಲ್ಲದೆ ವಿಷಯದ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿ ಬೋಧನೆಯ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೆಚ್ಚಿಸುತ್ತವೆ. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಬೇಸಿಗೆ ಶಿಬಿರಗಳು, ಕೈಯಾರೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಗಳು, ತಜ್ಞರಿಂದ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸ, ಪ್ರಾತ್ಯಕ್ಷಿಕೆ, ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಕೇಂದ್ರಗಳಿಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಇವು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಅರಿವು ಒಲವನ್ನು ಬೆಳೆಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಲು ಸಹಕಾರಿ. ಸೀಡ್ ಎಂದರೆ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಇನ್ ಅರ್ಲಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಪುಟಾಣಿಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಆಟಿಕೆಗಳ ವಿನೋದದಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮತ್ತು ಗಣಿತದ ತತ್ವಗಳನ್ನು ಮನನ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವ ಶಿಬಿರಗಳು. ದೊಡ್ಡ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗಾಗಿ 10 ದಿನಗಳ ಪ್ರಾಯೋಗಿಕ ಶಿಬಿರಗಳು. ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದ ವೆಬ್ ಆಫ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಟು ದ ಯೂನಿವರ್ಸ್. ಶಾಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ಇಡೀ ವರ್ಷ ಪ್ರತಿ ಭಾನುವಾರ ನಡೆಯುವ ತರಗತಿಗಳು, ಸೈದ್ಧಾಂತಿಕ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಗಳು, ಕೈಯಾರೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಪ್ರಯೋಗಗಳು, ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ ಬಗೆಹರಿಸಬೇಕಾದ ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಒಳಗೊಂಡಿರುತ್ತವೆ. ಈ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟ ತರಗತಿಗಳು ಮಕ್ಕಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದ ಕುರಿತು ಇರುವ ಅದಮ್ಯವಾದ ಆಸಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನು ಪೋಷಿಸುತ್ತವೆ. ಭೌತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಎಸ್ಸಿ ಪದವಿಗಾಗಿ ಓದುತ್ತಿರುವ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ವಿಶಿಷ್ಟವಾದ ಅಂದರೆ 3 ವರ್ಷದ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಎಜುಕೇಶನ್ ಅಡ್ವಾನ್ಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಂ ರೂಪಿತವಾಗಿದೆ. ಇದು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಭೌತ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ಬೋಧನೆಗಾಗಿ ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡುತ್ತದೆ. ಭಾರತೀಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಮಂದಿರ, ರಾಮನ್ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ, ಭಾರತೀಯ ಖಭೌತ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆ. ಇಂತಹ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳ ಸಹಯೋಗ ಈ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗೆ ಇದೆ. ಶ್ರೇಷ್ಠ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳಿಂದ ವಿವಿಧ ವಿಷಯಗಳ ಕುರಿತು ಬೋಧನೆ, ಪ್ರಯೋಗಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಶೋಧನೆ, ಬುದ್ಧಿಗೆ ಸವಾಲನ್ನು ಒಡ್ಡುವ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗಳು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳನ್ನು ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪರಿವರ್ತಿಸುತ್ತವೆ. 3ನೇ ವರ್ಷದ ರೀಪ್ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳು ತಮ್ಮ ಸಂಶೋಧನಾ ಯೋಜನೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲು ಅವಕಾಶ ನೀಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮವನ್ನು ಜೀವ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿಯೂ ನಡೆಸಲಾಗುತ್ತಿದೆ. ವಾರಾಂತ್ಯದ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗೆ ಅಗತ್ಯವಾದ ಬುನಾದಿಯನ್ನು ಒದಗಿಸುತ್ತವೆ, ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನು ಬಗೆಹರಿಸುವ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹರಿತಗೊಳಿಸುತ್ತವೆ, ಸಂಶೋಧನೆ ನಡೆಸುವಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಗಿರುವ ಆನಂದದ ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ನೀಡುತ್ತವೆ. ಈ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ಪ್ರಯೋಜನವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದ ಹಲವರು ಭಾರತ ಹಾಗೂ ಹೊರದೇಶದ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಿತ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಪಿಎಚ್ಡಿ ಅಧ್ಯಯನ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಂಶೋಧನೆಗಳನ್ನು ನಡೆಸುತ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎನ್ನುವುದು ಇದರ ಸಾರ್ಥಕತೆಯನ್ನು ಬಿಂಬಿಸುತ್ತದೆ. ತಾರಾಲಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಡೆಯುವ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ದೇಶ ವಿದೇಶಗಳ ಹಿರಿಯ ವಿಜ್ಞಾನಿಗಳ ವಿಶೇಷ ಉಪನ್ಯಾಸಗಳನ್ನು ಸಾರ್ವಜನಿಕರಿಗಾಗಿ ಆಯೋಜಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಬನ್ನಿ, ಜವಾಹರ್ಲಾಲ್ ನೆಹರು ತಾರಾಲಯದ ಸ್ಕೈ ಥಿಯೇಟರ್ನ ತಂಪಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಖಾಸೀನರಾಗಿ ತಲೆ ಎತ್ತಿ ನೋಡಿ, ವಿಶ್ವದ ಅನಂತತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೈಮರೆಯಿರಿ.
Rarest visit of Red Planet. ISRO's first ever interplanetary mission, Mangalyaan, successfully visited Mars on its maiden voyage. On September 24, 2014, India garnered international recognition for successfully inserting the Mars Orbiter mission, MOM, into Mars orbit on the first try.
हमारे वैज्ञानिकों का पुरुषार्थ था कि मंगलयान की सफलता और पहले ही प्रयास में सफलता विश्व के अंदर हमारे लोग मंगल के कक्षा में प्रवेश किया, यहाँ तक पहुंचे, ये अपने आप में हमारे वैज्ञानिकों की सिद्धि थी.
Despite the fact that this feat has previously been accomplished by advanced space agencies multiple times over, it's the fourth country to reach Mars orbit. After leaving Earth, the spacecraft worm covered 650 millions of kilometers in her 300-day journey to Mars. The success of the mission, in the words of Honorable Prime Minister,
आज मॉम का मंगल से मिलन, आज मंगल को मॉम मिली।
ultimately, it completed 7 years of mission life despite being designed for 6 months. India's ability to send spacecraft into interplanetary space was demonstrated by this mission.
Good morning to one and all present here. A very warm welcome to everyone gathered here today. It is a privilege to host this special student-astronaut interaction, where young minds connect directly with the spirit of India's space journey. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, the star of the event today, Honorable SNT Minister, Government of Karnataka, Shri N.S. Bosraju Sir, Honorable Minister of Primary and Secondary Education, Shri Madhu Bangarappa Sir, and other dignitaries have arrived in the auditorium. I now request Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, Honorable Minister of Minor Education, SNT, Government of Karnataka, Shri N.S. Bosraju Sir, Honorable Minister of Primary and Secondary Education, Shri Madhu Bangarappa Sir, Dr. Manjula N, IAS, Secretary to Government, Department of Electronics, IT, BT and Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka, Shri Sadashiv Prabhu, IAS, Managing Director, K-Steps, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka, and Dr. B.R. Guruprasad Sir, Director, Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium, to kindly come to the dais and occupy their seats. Thank you. Now I request everyone to kindly stand for the Nadagiti. Now I call upon Shri Sadashiv Prabhu B, IAS, Managing Director, Karnataka Science and Technology Promotion Society, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka, for a formal welcome.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. This program of base is a significant milestone in the science and technology department history. We have with us Group Captain Sudhanshu Shukla ji with us, and we have numerous young minds of Bengaluru and all over Karnataka. He is going to have a interaction with you all. This I'm here to welcome you all. At the outset, I welcome you all in the students interaction program with Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla. I'm very happy to welcome Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla, India's first astronaut to visit the International Space Station and second Indian to travel into space. Heartily welcome, sir. I extend my heartfelt welcome to our Honorable Minister, guiding force behind this glorious event, Sri N.S. Basava ji, Honorable Minister for Minor Education, Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome Honorable Minister for Primary and Secondary Education, Sri Mubarak ji, Government of Karnataka, for this function. Heartily welcome, sir. I also welcome Dr. N. Manjula, AS Secretary, Government of Department of Electronics, IT, BT and Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka, who have been supporting our initiatives continuously. I also welcome all the governing council members of Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium and especially Dr. Guru Prasad, Director for Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium. I welcome all the media persons who have come here to cover the event. Most welcome to you all. Also, there are numerous 19 schools. Students from 19 schools have gathered here. Prominently among them, Karnataka Public School, T. Narsipura, Mysore. Government High School, Benakanal, Kustagi. Residential School, Soundarya School, St. Mary's School, and numerous other schools. They have been represented in small number from Bangalore. Welcome to you all. I hope this event will be remembered by you for your lifetime. You are going to be inspired by this event. I welcome all the staff from Department of Science and Technology, Minister Secretary, and all the dignitaries present here. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I also welcome Shri Sadashiv Prabhu, IAS, Managing Director, K-Steps, Department of Science and Technology. Welcome, sir. Now I call upon Dr. Manjula M, IAS, Secretary to Government, Department of Electronics, IT, BT and Science and Technology, to speak on the special occasion.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Group Captain Subhanshu Shukla, who is the center of attraction today in this event. Honorable Minister, Mr. Bosraju, who looks after Minor Irrigation and Science and Technology Department. Honorable Minister for Primary and Secondary Education, Sri Madhu Bangarappa sir. Director Sadashiv Prabhu, who looks after the Science and Technology Department. And the very energetic Director of Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium, Mr. Guru Prasad. And all the dignitaries and delegates here. And more than anything else, dear students and the media personnel. I think this is a wonderful opportunity for you all. You've been very fortunate to have to interact with a person of this stature, who is the second Indian visited space, traveled to space, and the first to have ever the International Space Station. I think it's a very wonderful opportunity. Thanks to all the Minister Science and Technology and Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium Director who have actually enabled us, and also a heartfelt thanks to Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, who has made it here in spite of all his busy schedule. I think we've been, second time we've seen him in the last week. He's a very busy person, I can understand. We just had his presence during the Bangalore Tech Summit also, where he inspired more than 10,000 students and innovators who participated across the state and the country that day. So it was a huge gathering, and I could make out there was a pin drop silence, and everybody was like curiously watching his presentation. I'm sure the same thing will be repeated here today. So I just want to, as the Department of Government Science and Technology, I just want to highlight a few things which the government is also doing. I think students may not be very aware, but through you, I would like to highlight the efforts being taken by the government of Karnataka to promote science and technology also. We have a lot of innovation labs being set up in our government schools. Likewise, we have planetoria. So you must have seen the mobile planetoria also have been set up. So we can see the blue vans you must have seen outside. These are the mobile planetoria which will be shortly launched, relaunched in fact. We have refurbished them, retrofitted them and kept them ready. Shortly they'll also be launched. But apart from that, we have about
regional science centers. One is in Bangalore, another one is in Dharwad. So these are the two major regional science centers we have. And we have 10 sub-regional science centers also. These are across the
namely Davangere, Haveri, Raichur, Ballari, Karwar, Bidar, Chikbalapur, Bagalkote, Koppal and Tumkur. These are all operational and open to public. Very actively we see students engaging there locally. I wish all of you also carry the message, because many of you are coming from other districts. So you can also help inform your teachers and others relevant, so they can engage other students, because everybody don't have an opportunity here. I think we are about 19 schools, about 550 students only here. But the reach is possible to a larger number of students can be reached out through those means. Not only that, we also have a very high-end planetarium which is established in Mangalore, which is in the campus of the Regional Science Center, which I just mentioned. This facility enables for immersive science learning, improved access to astronomy education, and hence we are trying to promote the scientific curiosity among the students and the visitors who visit that particular center. Not only that, the government is also trying to establish a science city in Bangalore with the assistance of Government of India, Ministry of Culture. This is going to cost about 230 odd crores. Shortly we are planning this. So this helps to see how showcasing the growth of science and technology in our state and in our country, and also to spread the message or the attitude towards science and scientific temper among the students and the public. That is the vision we have. So not only that, we also have in a remote place, which is Gauribidnur in Chikbalapur district, about 150 kilometers from here, there is a Dr. H. Narasimhaya Science, Cultural, Educational and Tourism Authority. So you all know Dr. Narasimhaya was a visionary educationist. You have seen the kind of educational institutions he has established and also tried to promote the scientific temper among the students. So in his honor, we have developed this particular center. And we also, about 130 acres of land also has been allotted to this center. And we are developing it. Already activity has started. We are now working on the Lipi. That is how the script has evolved over the centuries. That is being documented there. And a Lipi museum is in the anvil. Shortly it will be ready. But otherwise also we have a lot of scientific ideas which can be, interactive ideas which are established there, which students do visit already. A lot of NCC students and other students are doing their camps also. And there are a lot of learning, immersive learning that is going on there. So on a whole, I can say about more than 200 crores have been spent by the government, the Science and Technology Department in the last 2-3 years to enable scientific infrastructure across the state, enhancing access to science education and various outreach programs for the students and the general public. So coming to today's event, and of course, I would also like to mention here that the department under the leadership of our minister, we are also trying to strengthen the state's ecosystem in various frontier technologies, namely quantum. You must have heard recently the quantum mission has been also launched in our state in alignment with the Government of India's quantum mission. Likewise, AI, biotechnology and advanced manufacturing, other sectors which we have evolved various policies have been launched. Recently in the Bangalore Tech Summit also, we have committed, our government has committed to promote deep technologies and emerging technologies, and we have earmarked more than 600 crores as an initial investment in that regard. So now coming to the today's ultimately the mission here today. So I think Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla's journey, to the space is a testament to his dedication, discipline, and the unshakable belief in power of science. And he is the person who has put India on the global map of human space flight. So he's a role model for all of us, every student here. I wish that every student develop that, the inquisitiveness, the ability to question, don't hesitate to dream big. Let today be a spark that inspires all of you to become future scientists, engineers, astronauts, entrepreneurs, and innovators. Once again, I thank Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla for being here to inspire our young students, our young minds. I wish all the students good, my best wishes to all of you. So may today's interaction open up new dreams, new pathways for each one of you. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
Thank you for your inspiring words, madam. Now I request Dr. Bia Guruprasad, Director, JNP, to formally introduce the chief guest, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla.
Respected Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, SNT Minister Bosaraju sir, Primary Education and Secondary Education Minister Madhu Bangarappa sir, and Dr. Manjula, ma'am, Shri Sadashiva Prabhu, and ladies and gentlemen, and my dear students. I thought I would introduce Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla for about half an hour. Is it okay? No, you are very eager to listen to him, I know, very briefly. So, yeah, in 3 minutes I will introduce him. Anyway, are you ready? Yes. Say loudly. That's good. That's the spirit. I have immense pleasure today and honored indeed to introduce Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla to you all. He is the second Indian to go to space, of course, and the first Indian to visit the International Space Station, ISS. Actually, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla does not need any introduction since 140 crore Indians followed his recent Axiom 4 flight with unbridled interest. Through his successful flight, he stole their hearts. It's not an exaggeration, but it is customary to introduce the chief guest, and I am doing so. Shri Shubhanshu Shukla holds the rank of Group Captain in the Indian Air Force, and he is one of the 4 astronauts or Gaganayatris of ISRO under the Gaganayan program, which is the maiden step of India in the human space flight domain, in fact. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, or Shuks, as he is known in space circles globally, was born in 1985 in Lucknow, a year after Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma successfully went to space in a Soviet spacecraft in 1984. Inspired by the heroics of the Kargil War, Shri Shukla took up the tough task of writing National Defense Academy and Naval Academy exams and graduated. He was commissioned in the Indian Air Force in 2006 and was selected for the much sought after fighter pilot training school. Having served IAF as a fighter pilot for about a decade, he graduated to a more challenging and more perilous job of a test pilot, in fact. As part of his assignment, Group Captain Shukla has flown both transport as well as fighter aircraft, including MiG-21, MiG-29, and Su-30 MKI. He was selected as one of the 4 astronaut candidates of ISRO in 2019, and during 20 and 21, he was trained at Yuri Gagarin Cosmonaut Training Center near Moscow, and later he was specifically trained for Gaganayan mission in ISRO's astronaut training facility here in Bangalore. Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla was introduced as one of the 4 Gaganayatris by Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji in February 2024. Again, his prowess enabled him to be selected as the participating Indian astronaut in the Axiom 4 mission, which provided him an opportunity to travel to the sprawling International Space Station, or ISS, and live there for about a fortnight. Nearly about 18 days he lived there. Launched into space on June 25th this year, Group Captain Shukla safely returned to Earth on July 15th of this year. In the same auditorium, these events were streamed with commentary in English and Kannada here. During Axiom 4 mission, Group Captain Shukla represented the dream of 140 crore Indians, especially students like you, and was part of about 60 experiments, 7 of them from India. Having enjoyed every minute of Axiom 4 flight, Indians are now eagerly looking forward to his Gaganayan flight in the near future, when Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla will be successfully launched from the Indian soil, sitting in the indigenous Gaganayan spacecraft carried on top of India's HLVM-3 Bahubali rocket to orbit and return safely, in fact. Finally, students, one more round of big applause for our brave and globally represented Gaganyatri Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla, who has made our country proud. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I request the dignitaries to kindly light the lamp, signifying a glorious start to this event. I thank all the dignitaries. Now I request Shri Madhu Bangarappa sir, Honorable Minister, Department of Primary and Secondary Education, to say a few words on this occasion.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. Respected Minister Bosraj sir, Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla sir, our Secretary for Science and Technology, Dr. Manjula, Sudarshan Ravre, Guru Prasad Ravre, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದಿರತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ, ನಾನು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಎರಡು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಭಾಳ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಸರ್, ವಿ ಆಲ್ ಸೇ, ಸಂಬಡಿ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಬಂದರೆ ವಿ ಯೂಶಲಿ ಸೇ ಹೌ ಆರ್ ಯು ಫೀಲಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆನರ್ ಟು ಮೀಟ್ ಅ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಆನ್ ಟಾಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಶುಕ್ಲಾಜಿ. ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ನ ನಾನು ಕೊಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮಾತುಗಳಕ್ಕಿಂತ ನನಗನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ನೀವು ಭಾಳ ದೂರದಿಂದ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ವಿವಿಧ ಭಾಗದಿಂದ ಕೂಡ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಕನಸನ್ನು ಕಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಅದು ನನಸಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆಯನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಭಾಳ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಆನರ್ ಟು ಮೀಟ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಅಸ್ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಆರ್ ಓಲ್ಡನ್ ಡೇಸ್ 40 years back when Captain Rakesh Sharma ji went to space, and he was speaking to us from there, the only one person, and at that time I think it was less than 1 billion people. Now it is more than 1 billion people, and you have won all their hearts from ISS. I think you are the first person, and it's very honor that we are sitting right next to a person who have achieved, and who is a dream of 1.4 billion people, and the future dreams for all the children who have come here, and then you're going to, whatever your guidances you are going to say. But as a education minister, I think we are getting our children ready to follow your dreams also in our schools. We are starting our Karnataka Public Shale ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಇವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, AI ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ ಯುಗ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಥರದ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ನ ಬರಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನಾವು ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಶುಕ್ಲಾ ಅವರ ಡ್ರೀಮ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಮುಂದೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫೌಂಡೇಶನ್ ಹಾಕ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ನನ್ನ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಕರ್ತವ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದು ಇಷ್ಟೇ, ನಾವು ಏನು ಇವತ್ತು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು ಮತ್ತು ಬೇರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಥ ಕನಸನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಇಲಾಖೆಯಿಂದನೂ ಕೂಡ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕನಸು ಏನಿದೆ ಅದು ನನಸಾಗಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕೂಡ ನಿಮಗೆ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಬಜೆಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮಾರು 500 ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಶಾಲೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಅನೌನ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆದರೆ ಐ ಆಮ್ ವೆರಿ ಆನರ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಟಚಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 900 ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಪಬ್ಲಿಕ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕೇಟರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ 11 lakh children with the facility of computer education from the class first standard. 1ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಿಂದನೇ ನಾವು ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರನ್ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಶುಕ್ಲಾ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಕನಸನ್ನು ನಾವೇ ಅದನ್ನು ನಿರ್ನಾಮ ಮಾಡ್ದಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಂಥ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನಾನು ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಭಾಷಣ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಅದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಭಾವಿಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದಿ, ಸ್ಕೈ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟ್. ಶುಕ್ಲಾ ಅವರು ಭಾಳ ಕಷ್ಟದಿಂದ ಲಕ್ನೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಬಂದು ಕಷ್ಟದಿಂದ ಅವರು ಓದ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಾಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ಅವರ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಈ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂಥೇಳಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ 140 ಕೋಟಿ ಜನರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಶುಕ್ಲಾವನ್ನು ಪಡೆದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶನೇ ಒಂದು ಧನ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ತಪ್ಪಾಗಲಾರ್ದು. ಅದು ನಾವು ಅಂಥ ಅವರ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನು ಭಾಳ ಹತ್ತಿರದಲ್ಲೇ 1 ತಿಂಗಳ ಒಳಗೇ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸತಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಅವರಿಗೆಲ್ಲೋ ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೀತಿ ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ, ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಕರೆದಾಗ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಅದನ್ನೇನು ನೀವು ಬರೀ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ನಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಕೈ ಇಸ್ ದ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅಂತ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಥರದ ಕನಸನ್ನು ಕಾಣಬೇಕು, ಕನಸನ್ನು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ, ಯಾಕೆಂದರೆ ಕನಸು ಕಾಣೋದು ಅದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯದದು. ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕನಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಭೇದಿಸಿ ಆ ಕನಸು ನನಸು ಮಾಡಿದಾಗಲೇ ಕೂಡ ಅದು ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಥನೂ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಅಂತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದನ್ನು ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಸರ್, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಆನರ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಸರ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ಲೆಜರ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು again and again. Please do come, please guide our children's, and they will certainly be very happy to follow you up in the sky. There might be in your next journey also. They will certainly, somebody will be there who is going to accompany from 140 crore people. Thanks for being here. Thank you very much. Makla devru ಒಳ್ಳೇದು ಮಾಡಲಿ. All the best.
Thank you so much for your encouraging words, sir. Now I request Shri N.S. Bosraju, sir, Honorable Minister, Minor Irrigation and Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka, to kindly address the gathering.
Honorable, my colleague, Education Minister, and my friend, Mr. Madhubangarapaji, and today's dignitary, Captain Subhash Shukla ji, our secretaries, Dr. Manjula ji, and our Director Sadashiva Prabhu ji, and Director JNT ಗುರುಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಜಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಮಿಸಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಎಲ್ಲ ಡಿಗ್ನಿಟರೀಸ್ಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ಮಕ್ಕಳೇ ಹಾಗೂ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದ ಸ್ನೇಹಿತರೆ, ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಇಂಟ್ರಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಮಧು ಅವರು ಸಹಿತ ಎಜುಕೇಷನ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು ಮತ್ತು ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತನಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಕಳೆದ 1 ತಿಂಗಳಿನಿಂದ ಗುರುಪ್ರಸಾದ್ ಅವರು ಮತ್ತು ನಾವು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ ಶುಕ್ಲಾಜಿ ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಸಬೇಕು, ಅವರಿಗೆ ಗೌರವ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸೋದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ. ಅವರು ಆ ಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ಆ ಡೇಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಉಪಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಸಹಿತ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿತ್ತು. ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಸ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಇವ್ರ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗೆ ಹೊಂದಾಣಿಕೆ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇವತ್ತು ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಅವ್ರು ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸನ್ಮಾನಿಸುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಸಹಿತ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಡಿಯರ್ Subhash Shuklanji, it is a great privilege to welcome you on behalf of the Department of Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka. Today we are welcoming a symbol of India's future star and inspiration to a bold new era of space science. Your journey to the International Space Station and your role in Access Mission 4 have inspired millions of all over the world. Through your work, you have shown the world that Indian science is not only contributing, but is also shaping a global knowledge. When you stepped into the International Space Station, you carried with you not just the national flag, but the dreams of all the Indians. Your achievement remains as the India's scientific imagination's limits. You represent a new chapter in our global standing. Your mission widens the door that Kalpana Chawla and Rakesh Sharma once opened, and remains every young Indian that space is not far away, it is within reach. When a child in rural Karnataka looks up at the night sky, they should be able to dream of becoming the next Kalpana Chawla, the next Sunita Williams, or the next Subhash Shukla. And it is our responsibility as a government and as a society to enable and support that dream gets the right support. In Karnataka, under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister Sri Siddharamayaji and the Deputy Chief Minister Sri D.K. Shivakumar, we are working to ensure that the dream does not remain confined to textbooks or imagination. We are bringing the wonder of a space science directly into classrooms. Though our flagship providing access to the telescopes program, we have distributed nearly 833 telescopes to the rural schools of the state. These real scopes are more than instruments, doorways through which a child can be a Jupiter's moons, star and rings, or the creators of the moon for the first time. For many of these students, this will be the moment that first sparks curiosity, the moment that tells them space is not distance, space is a mind to explore. Our department will soon introduce an academic calendar, astronomical events jointly prepared by the Jawaharlal Nehru Planetarium and the Indian Institute of Astrophysics to be implemented across the government schools. We are also launching a Nehru STEM Labs to create and promote a practical learning environment for the children. Through these initiatives, we are preparing our students for the future of science, innovation, and space exploration. We have established a district-level science centers and a modern planetariums in most of the district. Our mobile digital planetariums travel directly to schools located in villages and small towns, impressing children in the cosmos without ever needing to leave the classrooms. Total of 16.45 lakh students have benefited from this program. Through these initiatives, our goal is simple yet profound, to cultivate a generation of young men, girls and boys from every community, every district, every background, who can dream of becoming a pure scientist, engineers and astronomers. Our mission is to turn curiosity into ambition and ambition into achievement. The recently launched Karnataka Space Technology Policy by the Department of IT and BT has a clear roadmap to build a Karnataka as India's leading destination for space innovation, skill development, and a private sector investments. It aims to train 50,000 young professionals and integrate Karnataka into a global space technology collaborations. The structured ecosystem, schools, universities, research centers, startups, and industry creates a continuous pipeline of a talent for India's space program. Karnataka's contribution to India's space tour has always been a significant, from the Indian Institute of Science to ISRO mission control centers. Our state has been at the heart of the India's space ambition for decades. With a stronger education, deeper R&D capability, and a global partnerships, Karnataka is ready to share the next chapter of India's space journey. Yes, Suklaji, your journey inspires us to expand our aspirations. It reminds us that science has the power to transform not just as a nation, but individual lives. And as we stand here today, we know our commitment to ensure that a child born in the smallest village of Karnataka has the share of opportunity to reach the star as a child studying at a tier 1 city. I take this moment, thank you for being here with us. We thank you for your service to the nation, for your contribution to science, and for the hope you bring to your young Indian who dares to dream behind the earth. Let us work collectively to bring the universe closer to every child in our state. Today, ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಸುಮಾರು 45 ಮಿನಿಟ್ಸ್ನಿಂದ 1 ಅವರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಜರಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇವತ್ತು ಕುಷ್ಟಗಿ 400 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಹಾಸನ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಟಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಸಿಟಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರು ಸುತ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಅನೇಕ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ ಸಹಿತ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಯಾ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸೆಂಟರ್ನಲ್ಲಿದ್ದು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಸಹಿತ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇದರಾಗೆ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಕಲ್ಪಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ತಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಸಲ ಸ್ವಾಗತ ಕೋರಿ ನಾನು ಮಾತನ್ನು ಮುಗಿಸ್ತೀನಿ.
Thank you so much for your empowering words, sir. Now I request the minister sirs and the dignitaries to kindly felicitate the chief guest. Thank you, honorable ministers and the dignitaries. Now is the most awaited part of today's event, interaction with Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla. So I'm sure all of you are waiting for this. There will be a presentation followed by interaction session. So I'm sure you'll all enjoy, and the stage is yours, sir.
very good morning to all of you. Honorable Ministers, Bose Rajuji, Science and Technology, Honorable Minister Shri Madhu Bangarappaji, Primary and Secondary Education, the bureaucrats in the audience, all the eminent dignitaries who are here, people from media and police, and the future of India. Once again, a very, very good morning to all of you. I was very excited to see all of you beaming the minute I walked in. Excited to listen to my story of what I have. So in the next 20 minutes or so, I would like to take you with me on my journey. You have seen some of it. I will show you some more. And I hope you get to live this through me, and thereafter we will talk. And I will like to answer the questions that you have. And let us see how space looks and how Earth looks from space in the next 20 minutes or so. So before I begin with my presentation, I would like to show you a small video which compresses my entire journey from last year, August, when I went to US for training. So as was mentioned, we have been training since 2020 for being an astronaut. And for the mission itself, the training was for past 1 year. So let us have a look at that, and then we'll move forward.
Welcome, Earthlings, from great. It's an amazing feeling to be in orbit for the first time. When I looked out through the window for the first time, the view was just stunning.
Wow, what a ride it was. But when the ride started, it was something. Like you're getting pushed back into the seat. It was an amazing ride. And then suddenly, nothing. It was an amazing feeling.
We also wanted to thank you for, basically, thanks for everyone around the world, every person, every team who made this beautiful day happen.
Grace crew, welcome aboard the International Space Station. Peggy, welcome back. It's a great honor and privilege to have such a legendary astronaut on board with us. And Thibaut, Shooks, and Swab, congratulations on your first space flight.
Thank you to all participants. Station, we are now resuming operational audio communications.
I travel to space with the dreams of a billion hearts with me. I want them to live this journey with me because I feel that it is equally theirs as it is mine. Because I feel that this is truly the journey of an entire nation.
And look where we can go when we work together on common platform, common science, then sky is no longer the limit. We can explore space, we can explore science, we can explore technology and build new solutions for the future.
The X4 crew came here with a purpose and a really busy agenda. This was a great mission and we enjoyed it the most. So now we will return home and we will spread the word in our countries that these things are within our reach. These things are possible even for smaller countries like ours.
It's always great to work with a bunch of professionals, which you are, but it's even more special to work with folks that have become our friends even more deeply. Thank you.
Thank you to the Axiom 4 crew. And we have splashdown of the AX4 crew back on planet Earth.
Welcome home.
I think it's really important to have these examples of people to show the new young generation that actually there are no boundaries. Your dreams, your careers, and your lives have no limits. This is what you dream of, then you can pursue.
Exciting, isn't it? I've tried to compress this entire journey of 20 days into a few minutes to just give you a glimpse of what it is all about. You know, how much of training it takes, what do we go, what do we do up there, and how we come back. I will highlight certain aspects of this mission during the next 15-20 minutes to tell you, first, it is very interesting to go to space, and second, it is also difficult. It is also challenging. So you have to work for it, you have to prepare yourself for it. So let us hope we will go through this presentation and learn a few lessons at the completion of it. Now, last time, a few days ago, I was again in a conference organized by the Department of Science and Technology. I said a lot of things like how I'm going to say today, but the thing that was caught on was how I said that space was easier than navigating Bangalore traffic. So I will not be commenting on traffic at all today. We will talk only about space and move forward from there. Next, please. So before talking about my mission in particular, why do we go for exploration? Most of the people who are sitting in this audience are kids. And I feel kids inherently are very curious. They ask questions. So initially there is a stage, when parents are worried that kids are not speaking. At least I was worried for my son. When he was 2, he was not speaking. And I was really worried that he's going to speak late. But then he picked up and he started speaking. And now the problem is that he won't keep quiet. So the issue is that kids are very curious mind. They want to know why for everything. Why does this happen like this? Why does that happen like that? And I think that's a very basic requirement of human nature. It is a quality, I would say. It is not a requirement. And that is what makes us explore. And when we explore, we find solutions to problems which we didn't even know was possible. And I think that is the biggest advantage of having this curiosity alive even as you grow up. Also, traveling to space gives you a very unique perspective. So when we are training for spaceflight, you are prepared very well. People tell you, they show you videos. People who have been there, they come back and share their experiences. They tell you of how it was. So you feel really prepared when you go for mission. But the fact is that when you do go, it is actually very different. It is not the same. Because you have not experienced it. And that environment that you have not experienced, it is very difficult to imagine. You cannot imagine. So when you go there, it gives you very different or very unique perspectives, some of which we will be talking about today. Next one, please. So very quickly, just look at the difference in the capsules that are taking humans to space. On the left, you see the first capsule that took Yuri Gagarin in 12th April 1961 to space. And on the right is the Soyuz, which takes humans to space today. The next one, please. And this is on the American side. The first capsule that went, the Mercury capsule. And on the right is the capsule in which I went. A lot has changed. How it was, how it is now. A lot of technology has gone in. A lot of experiences that we have learned over decades have gone into developing something like this. Why it is important is because we are developing our own Gaganyaan capsule or for Gaganyaan mission. And the lessons that we have learned from all of this, from our training in Russia and in the US, all those lessons are being used to refine what we are going to make and in which we are going to send somebody to space from India. Next one, please. So like I said, let's move on to the launch. You saw the rocket launch, going up slowly, gradually in the video. But it is not slow, it is not gradual. I can tell you from experience. I thought that I have a familiarity to this particular phase of flight because I am a fighter pilot. I have flown fighter aircraft most of my life. But when the ignition happened, the 9 engines of Falcon 9, when they came on, everything I knew just went outside the window. All the training just, I forgot. Almost similar to when you get question papers in your exams. All the preparation that you have, you just forget. This is out of syllabus, But it is very powerful and very quick. I did not imagine it to be that powerful. So that was lesson number 1. Because imagine this, if you can. You're going from 0 kilometers per hour to 28,500 kilometers per hour in 8.5 minutes. That is the kind of acceleration that you experience when you are sitting in the rocket. It is massive and it is sustained for about 8.5 minutes. Now, when you do experience this acceleration, your body actually experiences it, feels it. And what happens is that when right now all of you are sitting on chairs, so you are also experiencing acceleration, that is 1g. But you don't feel it because you get used to it. But if I was to increase this, you will feel it. So in fighter cockpit also, you feel the G load when you're turning with more Gs, you feel that acceleration from your head to toe. So when you are under higher Gs, all the blood from your head, it goes down. It goes down to your legs. And so there are exercises, there are G suits that you wear so that you prevent it from going down. Because if there is no blood in your head, you will become unconscious at some point of time, which happens during flying sometimes. But then when you relax, the blood comes back and then you start flying again. The issue with the space flight is that if you are aborting at a higher altitude, you will be subjected to about 18 to 20 Gs. That means 18 to 20 times the force that you're experiencing now. It is almost like a baby elephant sitting on your chest. That is the kind of force you will experience. So your spine cannot take it. It will collapse. So the seats are reclined so that you experience this through your chest. Body has more tolerance in this axis. But the problem is when this gets compressed, you can't breathe. So you have to push your stomach. So these are all techniques that have evolved over a period of time. Can we go on to the next, please, and play the video? So this, what you see, is the GX through your chest.
2.5. 3.0. 3.5. 4GX. 5GX. 6GX, 7GX, 8GX. If you should maintain for 30 seconds, sir.
You can pause it. Now this, what you saw, is the GX through your chest. And if you would see, I am opening my mouth at regular intervals. I am trying to exhale forcefully, so that inhalation happens as a passive exercise. The next, the previous one, and play the next video. You can click on the other one.
Braking profile 7G
This is
target
GZ.
tracking for 15 seconds now. Start track. So your stick is live, go for it now. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, strain hard, breathe. Maintain, very good, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, offload, continuous training, offload, continuous training, offload, braking profile.
So the other video that you saw was the GZ, which is from head to toe. And I told you I was at 8G in this left one, the GX. Can you guess what was the G on the right? Which one was more difficult according to you? The right side. So what was the G in that? It was 7 Gs. Less than the one on the left one, the GX. So that is how difficult it is, So when you see a launch, from sitting from outside, and you are going to study about all this, pay attention, understand how much goes into making something happen. This is just one aspect that I'm picking up. Now imagine if I have to do something, if I have to operate a button, my hand becomes 8 times heavier. To take my hand to just operate a button, that becomes challenging. So all these are very nuanced and very complex things that have to be kept in mind when you're planning for a mission. Next one, please. So now you do all that and now you reach space. You saw our video, we gave our small speeches from space. But space is two things. First, I can tell you, it is a lot of fun. You are essentially swimming in air. How if you have swam in water, it takes effort. But swimming in air, it's effortless. It is very easy. But the second thing, it is very disorienting. So on ground, you have a very strong sense of up and down, left or right. But in space, that sense goes. There is no up and down or something. So if after some time you are upside down, you won't even know. You would, not feel that this has happened. I remember during the first few days, I was very hesitant, or I was trying to maintain that sense of orientation as we have on Earth. So if there is a module and there is, let's say, a floor, there is no floor, but let's say a floor and a roof and walls on the side. And if there was a NASA astronaut working on one of her experiments, so there was no way for me to go past her. So I sat down and I was waiting. There's this other NASA astronaut who came to me, what happened, Shooks, you're waiting. I said, yes, she's in the way. And she started laughing. And she took my hand, took me to the ceiling and said, walk here. And, you know, it takes time for your mind to register that this is possible. So then you start walking on ceilings, you start walking on, you know, walls, you start walking wherever. You use the 3D space completely. But that change has to come. Your mind has to understand that this is possible. And the other thing that happens is your understanding of microgravity itself. No, it is not that there is no gravity in space. There is gravity. We are very close to Earth. But you are in a free fall around the Earth. So you don't experience gravity. Everything is falling. I'm falling, the station is falling, everything inside the station is also falling. So if I was to take this paper and leave it in microgravity, it will stay here. It will not fall down relative to me because it is already falling with me. But your mind doesn't know that. So I was very hesitant to let go of anything. And if I have to leave something and do work on something, I would search for someone and ask them, can you please hold this for me? And I had 2 first-time flyers with me. They would also hold it, you know, and so all of us are floating in space. Everybody is falling, but they would also hold it and stand next to me until the time I finish something. So this takes time for your mind to adjust. Can we move to next? Play the video. Look at this. This is an example of what I just told you. It's possible to leave things, and I'm sure that when I was leaving those lens and camera, some of you must have felt it, then you grab things and you come back. The problem happens that you come back to Earth with this concept in mind. And I remember the first evening I was working on my laptop and I was replying to some mails, and instinctively sitting on the bed, I closed the laptop, took it to the side, and I left it. Very quick course correction, you know, instant feedback you get, your mind gets, no, this is not going to work here. But the important aspect is your mind is really a very powerful tool. It can make you believe things that are not there, happening around you. It is really something extremely powerful, and it needs some training to get adjusted to this new and unique environments. Next one, please. The other interesting concept about space is the concept of weightlessness. There is no weight in space. You can lift 200 kgs, 300 kgs, you can move it slowly. It is not a problem at all. It is very easy. But mass is there. So you have to be really careful of how you move things, how you move it around. Something we'll see in this video next. So before you play, this is my commander, Dr. Peggy Whitson, who is the most experienced American astronaut as of now. She has spent 695 days in space. And we used to joke that she breaks the record of some of the satellites that are out there, you know, in terms of stay in space. But she's here demonstrating, she's moving a heavy bag or huge bag, which is used to transport a lot of heavy equipment. So just look at how it feels. Can we play this?
Good amount of mass. Okay. Move this bag, large bag. It's possible to move very large bags in space. You have to be very careful though, because you have to control the mass. So you don't move it too fast, because it can get away from you. What is it that we have in this bag anyway? It's incredibly large.
Oh, wow.
The whole
So you see almost 250 kgs of weight. So easy to lift, but you have to be really careful when you move things. The space station construction was possible because of this attribute of space. There are such heavy equipment that goes. Your modules cannot be just sent into space. All the equipment inside gets sent separately in different missions. So once the structure is there, these payload racks, these heavy equipment was transferred later on and installed there by the astronauts. Next one, please. A lot of changes happens to your body when you go to space because your body has never seen this environment. It is a lack of gravity. So all the fluid from your leg, it moves to your head. It becomes bigger. As you can see, the image on the right, on your right, is you will see my head, it looks kind of swollen. It happens for the first few days. Your heart slows down because it doesn't have to work against gravity. I didn't check my heart rate while I was on space, but when I came back, my resting heart rate increased to 94, which is generally in the range of 58 to 60. You are floating in space, but everything inside your stomach is also floating. So you don't feel hungry. I did not feel hungry for about 3 to 4 days at all. I had to force feed myself. And thereafter, your body gets used to it and you understand and it becomes normal. You also become taller in space. You're very excited. Some of you, I see, are happy to hear this news. I was also very excited, that I'll go and I'll gain some height. You do. I gained about 5 to 6 centimeters of height when I was in space. But the problem is when you again come back to Earth, you come back to your original height. So it is not a lasting change. The only thing you get is back pain twice. Once when you are growing taller and once you are coming back. You don't use your muscle in space at all. It is effortless, like I told. Right now, even when we don't feel it, you are sitting on chairs, walking, getting up, everything, your muscles are being used because you are opposing gravity. In the space or microgravity environment, there is no gravity to counter. So you don't use your muscle at all. In my 20 days of stay, I lost 5 kgs of weight, out of which 4.2 was muscle mass. That is the kind of degradation that happens such rapidly in just a short span of time. Next one, please. Then there are psychological challenges. You are in a confined environment. You know the dangers that are there outside. And whatever you do, there are always some alarms going on, some caution going on. Sometimes it's a fire warning, sometimes it's a pressure leak that is going to trigger, and sometimes a collision that is going to happen because of space debris. And it happens. Most of the times it is benign and you don't have to respond to it to the maximum level, but the threat is real. You understand the risk. So when you plan for your own space missions, especially for long duration missions, you have to address these psychological challenges. How do you prepare the crew to deal with this, to navigate this? They are on their own. They have no idea, no help from anywhere. They have to tackle everything within that with the resources that are there. So how do you prepare for this? And that is why the training becomes a really important part. Next one, please. Okay, this I've talked about. Next one. So you do all that, and then there is time for you to come back. So all the energy that you gained, the 28,500 kilometers per hour, has to be dissipated now. And you use your atmosphere to dissipate it. So when you come back, the capsule, due to the atmosphere, it generates friction, drag, because of which it slows down. But the speed is so much that it heats up. And when it heats up, when I say heat up, it is not a few hundred degrees. It is in thousands. Around 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit is the temperature outside the capsule. So your capsule is covered. Red, everything you see outside, and then it becomes a steady stream of orange and red. But what was interesting was that going up also we experience about 4.8 G, and coming back also we experience about 4.8 G. But this time it feels much more because your body is not used to it. It was used to an environment of microgravity. I remember even opening my eyes, my eyelids were feeling heavy. I could feel that I have to put in effort to open my eyes. 0.3, 0.4 G feels like 2 to 3 Gs. That is the kind of difference that happens. And then when you're out of this plasma is the time you are in the atmosphere, and that is the time your parachutes are deploying. And every parachute deployment, when the drogue deploys, it feels somebody has hit you from the back. It's that kind of a noise because the pyros get fired, and then there is a jerk. And then the main parachute, and then finally when you splash down on the water, which is the biggest of all the impact. Next one, please. Once you have splashed down in water, the story doesn't end. You have to survive after that. So you prepare for nominal as well as off-nominal scenarios. What if there is a leak? What if you have to get out of the capsule very fast? All that is a part of a training. I remember that there was one scenario wherein the 4 of us, the crew of 4, we were given a situation that there is a leak in the capsule and you have to go out of the capsule as soon as you splash down, under 3 minutes, within 3 minutes. So we had to throw the life raft out, we have to throw the satellite phone out, we have to wear the personal safety vest, and then we have to jump out one by one, 4 of us. And I remember we could do it in 2.5 minutes. It was not easy, but it was a part of the training. But something that I learned in hindsight was that when you come back from space, you are not as active and as muscular as you were when you were going to space. Coming back, it is even challenging for you to walk straight, for you to get up. Something. Can we go on to the next? Show the video. Yeah, play this one, please. Okay, I think that there is a, I think there is some issue with the video, but if you would see this, you would find me struggling to walk straight. I'm moving left or right and falling down. You cannot walk the minute you come out. You will fall down. Because again, your brain has forgotten how much effort it takes for you to stop from falling down. You know, how many muscles do you have to activate to stop from falling down? So under those conditions, how do you ensure that within 3 minutes the crew will get out? Again, a huge challenge, a big challenge. Small things, but have a very big impact. So what it entails is what is shown on the screen. You know, all of this has to be done before you can launch someone to space. And I'm just only touching the surface of an iceberg, if I can put that analogy in place. It's a lot of things that you have to take care of. It's a lot of things that you have to plan. And also plan, what if this doesn't work? What will we do then? So the design becomes extremely challenging. Next one, please. Okay. I will just take 2 minutes to explain to all of you where are we standing as a country right now. So India is on its own path of executing human space missions. Our latest space vision was, the policy came out in 2023. It clearly lays down that we will execute mission Gaganya, which is sending some humans to space, bring them back. We'll also have our own space station, Bharatiya Antariksh Station, which is being built right now. It's under discussion phase. And then eventually, an Indian landing on the moon by 2040. It's a very exciting time to be in this country at this point of time. And I'm sure one of you would be possibly, you know, who sets foot on the moon, he or she. But I'm still here, I'm not going, so you will have to compete with me, you know, to go to moon. We will be in competition. But I'm saying it is a very exciting time, you know, it just gives you that energy of what are we doing as a nation. We are launching from our own soil, on our own launch vehicle, in our own capsule, an Indian will go to space and come back. I think it's a magnificent time to be here in this country. And as a segue, now I will use this and tell you, well, one thing that I've not spoken about is how does Earth look from space, you know, which is what I would like to show you next. It is a bright future for our country. I'm very excited about all the possibilities that the country is going to provide us. And you are all going to be recipients of it. So I have a video that we are flying over India, and I will be showing you that. It's a night pass. We are coming from the Indian Ocean, which is from the southwest side, and we'll be going to the northeast side. And the most beautiful thing in that entire India pass you will see is the Bangalore city. It's the brightest city in the southern parts of our country, and that stands out, really stands out. You will also see flashes going on, which are essentially thunderstorms or lightning that are happening on Earth, which are very clearly visible from space. And towards the end, you will also see an orbital sunrise, you know, how it looks when sunrise happens in space. So let us have a look at that video. So the green glow that you see is the curvature of the Earth, and the top of the stars, and bottom is the Earth. See the flashes? These are all thunderstorms. This is India emerging, and the brightest city that you see is Bangalore in the south. And then there is Hyderabad and Pune on the left. And look at all the lightning that is happening so rapidly. And this is the sunrise. Next one, please. So like I said, the future is really bright. Are you excited looking at this? Was it good? So how many of you would want to go to space and see this? Fantastic. That is what we want, you know, to go to space and see this. And I'm very happy, and I would thank all the see, ministers are raising their hands, sitting here. I'm very happy and very excited to see the kind of enthusiasm that is being created around this sector. And I would thank the government and all the bureaucrats who are making it happen. And sir, you said that, you know, you would like me to be involved and do this. I would say that I'm always available. This is one of my mandate and job. Please let us make this happen together. We have great ambitions and great vision as a country. You know, landing on moon by 2040, Viksit Bharat 2047. But it will not happen on its own. So my message to all of you kids is, please be an active participant. Think that I will take India from here to being Viksit Bharat in 2047, because it is going to be your time, not ours. And in the end, I would like to only say, Honorable Minister was mentioning that, you know, on top of this world or sky is not the limit. I said something similar from space, which I would like to reproduce here. Sky was never the limit. Not for me, not for you.
Okay, we'll have interaction with Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla. Very quickly, I have to ask the questions. But anyway, I would like to tell you, about 1,000 people are watching this program all over Karnataka, in fact. Okay, this is one thing. And here is the rocket, Bahubali rocket, which is going to launch Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla as part of the Gaganayan program. And here is the Gaganayan spacecraft model. Okay, we have kept everything. Now let us ask the first question. Who will ask the first question? 1 minute, 1 minute. That boy, spectacled one. Yeah, quickly. Mike. Yeah, quick, please.
How did you train for low gravity on Earth before going to space?
Yeah. Okay.
There is not a very good method of training for sustained low gravity on Earth. The only closest thing comes is the closest thing that comes is the parabolic flights that we have, the aircraft. So an Airbus or an IL class of aircraft is completely empty from inside, and then it is padded, it flies straight, and then it goes and makes this parabola. So for about 35 to 40 seconds, you experience microgravity on Earth, and you get multiple episodes of that. But sustained, no. Thank you.
Yeah. We will ask, we have a question from that girl in the end. Yeah. Yeah, you are the one. Yes, please.
Can you tell us about some of the experiments that you did during your mission?
Yes. So we did take 7 experiments that were prepared by Indian researchers. All the experiments were designed and conceived with the intent that we also want to enable our own space flight. So I will tell you 2. One was we did stem cell research, how to prevent muscle degeneration. We wanted to check what are the effect of some of the supplements in space, in microgravity. And second, we grew microalgae to see if they can act as a possible source of nutrition for long duration missions in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Before we take one more question from here, see, all the way 700 kilometers away, one student has asked, in Kannada she has asked, ಸರ್ ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ತಮ್ಮ ದೇಹದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆಗಿದೆಯೇ, ಬದಲಾವಣೆ ಆದರೆ ತಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ದಿಸ್, ವಾಟ್ ವರ್ ದ ಚೇಂಜಸ್, ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಎನಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಬಾಡಿ ವೆನ್ ಯು ವರ್ ಇನ್ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್? ಬಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ. 5 ರಿಂದ 6 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟ್ರು ಅವರು ಬೆಳೆದಿದ್ರು ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದಮೇಲೆ ತಿರ್ಗಾ 6 ಸೆಂಟಿಮೀಟರ್ ಮೊದಲಿದ್ದ ಎತ್ತರಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರು ಅವರು ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಅಂತ ಶುಭಾಂಶು ಶುಕ್ಲಾ ಅವರು ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇವಾಗ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು, ಯಾ ದಿಸ್ ಬಾಯ್, ಯಾ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್ಲಿ.
So he is asking if you feel nauseous when you come back to Earth. You do feel nauseous when you go up. You also feel nauseous when you come back, but it depends. Everybody doesn't get the same symptoms. I was quite okay when I came back, but my commander was not feeling really well. Going up, she was perfectly okay, and I was feeling nauseous.
Yeah, that boy there, yes.
So how do we lose height, which we gain from the space and later after landing on the Earth?
So you gain height in space because, again, there is no load on your spine in microgravity. So it expands, your spine expands. But when you come back to Earth, the load comes back. Gravity is there, so it comes back.
Okay, that girl, there, white shirt, yeah, please, quickly. So many people are waiting, okay? Quick, yeah.
Good morning, sir. My name is Tanisha. I'm studying in 10th standard in Future Citizen of the World School. I have 4 questions for you and I will finish it very fast.
4 questions.
Yes, sir. I'll do it.
No, 1.
Millions of children in our country, including myself, aspire to become astronaut. Only 1 in 100 million will get a chance to become astronaut. What is your advice to these aspiring astronauts who might never get a chance to go to space?
Yeah, a great question. it is absolutely true. Not everybody will get a chance to be an astronaut. But I can tell you from my personal experience, it is not just the astronaut. To send one person to space, it takes thousands on ground. And everybody's job is really exciting. It is interesting. So even if you are a part of this entire exploration, you get to live this through someone. Some will become, some will not become. But you can contribute by being an engineer, by being a researcher, by being a doctor, or any other profession which allows this entire mission to happen. So yes, you see the face. Even for me, you see me who has gone to space and come back. But it would not have been possible but for the efforts of thousands of people who have supported this mission and made this mission happen. So I think even that is extremely incredible. So we should aim for that. And if you get to be a part of this, you will find it is very exciting. Thank you.
Thank you. That girl, I think in Kannada or English? Kannada, you ask me, I will translate. Yeah. Bega, bega.
My name is Prajwaldi. I am studying in 10th standard.
No, wait. That girl is already. Yeah, quickly, you go. Yeah, let her ask in Kannada, I will translate.
ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ವೀಣಾ. ನಮ್ಮ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಹೆಸರು ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲೆ ಬೆನಕನಾಳ. ನಮ್ಮ ತಾಲೂಕು.
That is okay. Question ಏನು ಹೇಳಮ್ಮ? Question ಏನಮ್ಮ? ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಹೇಳು.
ಬಾಯ ಆಕಾಶದಿಂದ ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ನಂತರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಏನು ಅನುಭವ ಆಗಿತ್ತು?
After you came back from space, what was your experience? What did you feel like?
When I came back, like I have said, it is very difficult to walk. You have to get used to the environment of gravity again. And it is challenging for a few days. You take about 7 to 8 days to come back to normal.
ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಆಗಿದ ಅನುಭವ ಅಂದರೆ ಪುನಃ ನಡೆಯೋದು ಭೂಮಿ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಯಿತು. ಒಂದು ವೀಕು 8-10 ದಿನಗಳಾದಮೇಲೆ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ವಾರವಾದಮೇಲೆ ಅದು ನಿಧಾನವಾಗಿ ಸರಿ ಹೋಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. So she has come from 400 kilometers away from Bangalore. Okay, one minute. Wait, that girl, yeah.
I said 28,500 kilometers per hour when we were inserted. But on the station, 7.6 kilometers per second. Yes.
Okay, next, here, this girl. Okay, quick, please.
So, sir, I'm Nigil Lakya, studying in grade 8, Sri Chaitanya Techno School MS Palla. I have also went to ISDC conference at NASA. So, my doubt for you is, how does they produce or generate oxygen at space, sir, at your space station?
Good. Oxygen is not being generated there. There is a fixed resource which is available and it is being breathed. The air is recycled. And this is actually a very good question because on the fighter aircraft and everything, you have OBOX, which is onboard oxygen generation system, which is what is being looked at for future stations, to have this capability. But right now, oxygen tanks are there, stored, and whenever the levels of oxygen come down, they are used to provide oxygen to the station. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. There, that girl. We'll give equal opportunities for all. Okay, yeah.
What are the attacks which are a danger in the space, and did you experience any?
What are the, sorry?
What are the attacks or a danger in the space?
No attacks we experienced in space. It was quite peaceful for us in space.
Okay. One minute. Before this, there is an online question from Karwar on the west coast of Karnataka. Microgravity changes everything, fluids, biology, materials. Which microgravity phenomenon surprised you the most when you experienced it firsthand? And how your body and mind adapt during the 24 hours of microgravity? Any unexpected challenges? This is from Karwar.
Everything was unexpected. You don't expect anything because it is something very new. But it was very interesting to see how water behaves in space. I had an experiment or a STEM demonstration in which you had to put a bubble inside a bubble inside a bubble. So an air bubble inside a water bubble and then a coffee bubble inside that air bubble. It was extremely hard to perform. So that is the time I learned. This was something really fascinating for me.
Okay, the student is happy, I'm sure. And yeah, 1 minute. That girl, this girl, yes.
Question is, what inspired you to become a fighter pilot, a test pilot, and later an astronaut? What challenges did you face in your journey, and how did you overcome it?
Thank you, Agrika. It's a big question. I will try to compress it. A lot of things inspire you. You know, maybe this interaction will inspire a few of you to work hard and go in your field. It was similar with me. I met a lot of great people, great leaders who have inspired me throughout my life at various stages. It is challenging. It is not easy. It takes a long time. And we always see the exciting part, you know, me going to space and coming back. But for this exciting part, I've been training for past 5 years. So that you have to do in the silence. You know, nobody will see that, nobody will applaud that, but that work has to happen. The mundane has to happen for the exciting. So that is an important lesson that I think you should carry back. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This girl there.
Good morning, sir. My question is, why why space flight is necessary? Can't we explore space with robotic spacecraft?
We can, and I think in the future it is going to be a hybrid. The challenge is, it's a great question. The challenge is, you can plan robotics, you can send robots, but for everything that is automated or in robotics as well, you have to pre-plan things and send them. There is no, even in today's age of AI, there is no generic AI or general AI that we talked about, like thinking like humans. It is not possible. The talent that you have, your brain has, of on-the-feet thinking, on-the-spot thinking, keeping into 10 different factors in mind, I don't think it is possible to be put into robotics or AI right now. And that is the reason that when the humans go, they come up with unique solutions for problems which are not thought possible. That is why I think it will take some time for us to reach that stage.
Here is question, sir.
Yeah, please.
Here is.
Where?
My name is Prajwal D. I am studying in 10th standard, KPS Muguru, Mysuru. How you eat, drink, sleep at space? Because there is zero gravity.
Yeah. Eating and drinking is not a problem. I don't think you need gravity for eating and drinking. You can be upside down here on earth and eat food. It will not be a problem because there is a process called peristalsis which pushes food inside your body. It is not gravity which is pushing it down. Sleeping is interesting because you're not sleeping on anything. You're sleeping in air. So you get inside a sleeping bag and you tie yourself up and you sleep like that. But it was very comfortable, not something which was challenging at all. Thank you.
Thank you. That girl there. Yes, quick, please.
Sir, good morning, sir. I'm Vihana Avinash, and I just wanted to ask, what are some of the aspects of your training in Russia?
What are some of the aspects of training in Russia?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a very broad question. I will compress it by saying that the training in Russia and training in US are both preparing you for space flight. It is a different way in which they train, but it is achieving the same objectives. So what was interesting for us was to see that same thing can be done in two different ways and still achieve the same objective. So it gave us very good insights as to how we should be developing our own program. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before I take a next question from this auditorium, there is one question from about 100 kilometers away. And it says in Kannada, just a moment please. There is one question in Kannada. I'll read out in Kannada and translate to English. ಒಂದು ಬಾಹ್ಯಾಕಾಶ ನೌಕೆಯು ಕಕ್ಷೆಯಲ್ಲಿರುವಾಗ ಇದ್ದಕ್ಕಿದ್ದಂತೆ ನಿಧಾನವಾದರೆ ಅದರ ಪಥಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತದೆ? ಅದು ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿಯೇ ಇರುತ್ತದೆಯೇ ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ಭೂಮಿಯ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಬೀಳಲು ಆರಂಭಿಸುತ್ತದೆ? A spacecraft is traveling in space in orbit. If its speed reduces, what happens to it? Whether it falls or whether it continues to be in space. That's what she says.
So if the speed reduces, it will come back to Earth. That is what we do.
Yeah.
So you have to reduce the speed because you need a minimum speed to be in orbit. If your speed is less than that, you will start coming back towards Earth and you will fall down towards the Earth. That is how we come back to Earth actually. We reduce our speed and that is how we come back.
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿರೋರ್ಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನಾವು ಭೂಮಿಗೆ ಹಿಂತಿರುಗೋದೇ ಆ ವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಅನುಸರಿಸುವ ಮೂಲಕ. ಅಂದರೆ 28,000 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ಎತ್ತರ ವೇಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುತ್ತುತ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷ ನೌಕೆ ತನ್ನ ವೇಗ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡಾಗ ವಾತಾವರಣಕ್ಕೆ ಧುಮುಕತ್ತೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ಬಂದು ಪ್ಯಾರಾಚೂಟ್ಗಳ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಇಳಿತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಶುಭಾಂಶು ಶುಕ್ಲಾ ಅವರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ ಗರ್ಲ್ ದೇರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್. ಎಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಎಂಡ್, quick.
What is the need of spacesuits and what happens if you don't have spacesuits in space?
Spacesuits is your final protection. So you are inside the capsule which is protecting you. It has the environment and atmosphere. But if there is a leak in the capsule, everything will go out to vacuum. So the spacesuits are like a spaceship. So if you are closing your helmet and connecting to the gas supply, then your spacesuit can keep you alive for a few hours, in which time you will come back to Earth. So they are the last source of life-saving mechanism available for the crew. Actually, originally, first missions, spacesuits were not used, but there was an accident wherein 3 crew lost their lives in space. And after that, this became mandatory and they have been used ever since.
Okay, this girl. Yeah, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let her ask. Yeah, yes. Yeah, you can ask. I repeat the question, don't worry.
So it takes about 7 to 8 days, and there is a proper rehabilitation program that goes in. They will make you do simple exercises first, and then complex exercises, multi-axis exercises. So it builds up over a period of time. But by 7th or 8th day, you come back to normal.
Yeah.
Your muscles and all take longer to build, but this is approximate the time that it takes.
Thank you, sir. Well, that question there from that girl. Yeah, in the end.
So you had 3 crewmates coming along with you. So did they experience the same things as you did, or did they have different experiences? Can you share?
Similar, I would say similar things, but obviously everybody feels things differently. But overall, all the experience by the collective crew was very similar in nature. Thank you.
Thank you. Just before we go to, because 1,000 people are watching, and this question is from Raichur, from our Honorable Minister's constituency. One person is asking, how did you spend time, what did you do for relaxation in International Space Station? This is the thing.
I don't think I had any time for relaxation. Actually, this is one thing which is very important. It was extremely busy. We used to have 13-hour work days, 13 to 14 hours, because there was a lot of science that had to be done, and we did not have a very long time. So we were extremely busy, but whenever I found time, I used to pick up my camera and take photographs from the station of the Earth.
Thank you. Thank you. 1 minute. I have to translate it. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು. Okay? ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕಾಲಕ್ಷೇಪ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಶುಭಾಂಶು ಶುಕ್ಲಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಟೈಮೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಯೋಗಗಳನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋದರಲ್ಲೇ ಅವರು ನಿರತರಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೇಳೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ಅವರು ಭೂಮಿಯ ಚಿತ್ರಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಯಾ, ದಿಸ್ ಗರ್ಲ್. ಯಾ.
Sir, how do you personally define courage, and what are the life lessons you have learned through your Air Force journey?
A lot of life lessons. Courage, I think, very simply put, is the ability to act in the face of fear. When you are afraid, and being able to move forward and believe in your own self, in your ability that you will manage, and you're not worried about what the outcome is. I think that, very succinctly put, would be courage for me. But there have been a lot of life lessons that I've learned, even during this mission, which you apply and you try to learn something from everything that happens around you. Thank you.
Thank you. 1 minute. This boy. Yeah, I'm coming to different place.
Axiom of 4-7 experience from ISRO, sir. Which of these were the hardest, and which method did you use for the outcome?
The outcomes we are already seeing. The researchers are coming up with the result they are verifying. They were challenging, but a lot of fun. But the most involved or challenging one, I would say, was the stem cell research, the myogenesis that I did. Because you had to be in one position. Once your hands go inside the glove box, and you have to be in this position for about 4 hours at one spot. So it was the most challenging one, I would say. Thank you.
Thank you. This girl there. Just 1 minute, please. Yeah, you ask quickly. Loudly.
So atmosphere is there inside the station. So the station which is there, inside the station there is atmosphere. But when you go out for EVA, you have a mic through which you communicate with each other. Yes.
Okay, thank you. This boy, yeah.
So my question is, ISRO has branded itself as a cost-effective space research organization, right? So, and in the upcoming Gaganya mission and the Bharatiya missions, so do you think that this cost-effective approach could possibly, it could possibly ruin the missions, or make them go wrong? So, what are your thoughts on that?
No, I don't think cost effectiveness is at the cost of safety. That is the bottom line. So this approach is good. It has proved well very in the past missions. I think we will still be cost effective, in terms of global standards. But there is going to be a lot of investment that will be done on these missions.
Okay.
My question. So my name is Aditya Ravi. My question is, you experienced 16 sunrises in the ISS. So how was your sleep pattern when you were?
16 sunrises in one day, 24 hours. Yes. So every day you see 16 sunrises. So you don't use natural light for your circadian rhythm. operate by GMT. So there are clocks, and you follow the GMT timing, and all the windows have shutters. So whenever you're going to sleep, you close everything, so there is no there is no natural light coming in.
Okay, okay, this girl there, this girl, spectacled one. 1 minute, please, please. Okay.
Good morning, sir. It's a pleasure meeting you. My question for you is, for someone who want to become an astronaut, what is the skill or the habit they should cultivate from the school level?
Discipline. One single thing.
Great.
Just have discipline in what you're doing every day, whether you like it, whether you don't like it. Keep doing it again and again and again, and you will reach there faster than you think.
And one myth you have to correct, sir, about misconception
About
space.
misconception about space. Earth is not flat. It is round.
Okay, just before next question, anybody, one school has come from T. Narsipura near Mysore. Any question from Kannada? I can translate. Okay? If there is, let them get ready. Next question. Okay, this girl. Yeah. Give. Please ask.
Namaste sir, my name is Manaswini from Sindhi High School. So what are the selection processes to become an astronaut?
Oh, it was a very long selection process. It involves being physically fit, medically fit, and psychologically fit. These are the three main things that are required. So whenever the next selections will also happen, you will have to keep these things in mind. Do something for your body, do something for your mind. Medically, we are what we are. So we can't really do much about it. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
That girl there in the end. Yes. Yeah. Quick, please. Yeah. Please do ask.
Good morning, sir. I'm Chinmayi.
Okay.
Yes.
Good morning, sir. I'm Chinmayi from Soundarya Central School. So after your journey to ISS, what changed in you? Like not your series, but the person inside you. And do you think the universe rewards dreamers or disciplined people?
You need to have a dream, but to make that dream happen, you need to be disciplined. So I think both are important. It is important for us to dream big. Think that nothing is impossible for you. That is the first step. But to make that happen, you will really have to put in the effort every day. Things change. Perspective about life changes when you travel to space, because this is a perspective that you don't get otherwise. And the biggest takeaway for me was that the entire planet, it feels as a whole. That planet feels like your home, not a particular place, not a particular region, or not a particular country. That was my biggest takeaway from this mission. Thank you.
1 minute. That girl there. Yeah. Ask. Yeah. No. Give her mic, please. Mic. Anand, kindly pass on the mic here to this girl. No. Why don't you pass on the mic? Please. Yeah, please.
Sir, in case of any medical emergency in space, what do you do?
So you get properly trained for handling medical emergencies. So we get medical training, to perform basic medical procedures. A lot of training goes into preparing the crew for doing that. The only thing that cannot be done in space medically is a dental surgery. So they ensure that your teeth are absolutely fine before you go to space. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, that girl.
Namaste, sir. I'm Siri from Soundarya School. So I just wanted to ask, what do you think about the upcoming Gaganya mission? Like, how do you feel?
I feel great. I'm a part of it, and I think all of you are a part of it. I'm very excited. A lot of work is happening, and I think very soon we will be able to send someone up to space and bring them back. Thank you.
That boy there. Yeah, with something on forehead. Yeah, quick, please.
Sir, what did you observe about the plants in microgravity?
What do you observe? Sorry?
About the plants in microgravity. Like, what did they do?
Planets?
Algae, plants.
Plants, okay, yeah, okay. So, in absence of gravity, the growth changes. They grow really fast, and the height is much longer. The biological processes become faster because there is no force that is pulling them down. So all these are changes which are trying to be exploited, by the researchers to use this environment to come up with unique results. Thank you.
1 minute. Where are you? You have a question? Okay. Where? Okay, ask. Okay, you ask. Ask.
What's one thing about being an astronaut that movies and documents always get wrong?
Where are you?
Yeah, he's invisible. Yeah, he's there.
What's one thing about being an astronaut that movies and documentaries go wrong?
I think movies and documentaries tend to portray someone as superheroes, every time. And I think that is what they get wrong. You make mistakes all the time, even in space. But the idea is to learn from them and keep moving forward. That's it.
Okay, thank you. This girl, last 3 questions. Yes. Yeah. Yes, ask, please. Ask.
Sir.
1 minute. She's asking. No, mic is not on.
Closer to your mouth.
So, what is the most advanced navigation of flight control system used by ISRO?
Most advanced would be Crew Dragon that I flew in right now. It uses a variety of sensors, right from your IMUs to star sensors to sun sensors or earth sensors. Everything is there on board in the Crew Dragon.
Yeah, this girl is very patient. Yeah.
So, my question is there any point where you lost your motivation during this mission? If yes, then how did you regain it and achieve your mission?
Yeah, I think it is very natural to lose motivation or feel bad when something goes wrong. And when you are planning on doing something, you couldn't complete it. So it happens. My solution is I go to sleep. And when I wake up, my motivation is back. So it is just that you have to delay it and not think about it. Just forget about it, do something else. And when you're okay, then come back and start doing things. You'll be okay. You'll be fine.
So, I wanted to ask, who was your inspiration for getting into this field, and what were the troubles you faced there, and the one moment you can never forget in the journey which happened?
Inspiration, a lot of people were my inspiration. It was a series of steps that have brought me here. But I can tell you that ever since I started this, and after completing this mission, I regard our first Indian astronaut, Wing Commander Rakesh Sharma, who went. I definitely see him as a hero and a mentor for me. He has been very kind and very actively guiding me along this way. And I appreciate of what he would have gone through when he would have done that mission in his times. And the second part, I didn't get your question. What did he say? Okay.
Okay.
Sir, what was the hardest part about your docking sequence with the ISS?
Docking is challenging. It is not easy because you are traveling at 7.6 kilometers per second, 2 different bodies, and you want to join them together. So everything is challenging about it, but it was very exciting to see of how it is done because very soon we also have to replicate it, right?
Yeah. These two.
Excuse
Yeah,
me,
that's
sir.
a blue color. Yeah, this boy. Yeah, please.
Great question. Much more, I would say.
Yeah.
When you see this video, how did you feel? Did you feel good looking at the video?
Yes.
But when you fly over India, it is much more than that. Every time I watch this video, I still get chills in my body. That is how emotional it is when you fly over in space.
Yeah, give a big hand to India.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Made you to be chosen one for the mission.
I don't know.
Okay, then.
Excuse me, sir.
Where?
Sir, here.
Oh, okay. Back. Okay, you ask.
Sir, I have a question to you.
Yeah, there.
Since you were a pilot in Indian Air Force, that is very proud to us. So, what are the similarities or what challenges did you face at becoming an astronaut from a pilot?
It is similar. Quite a lot of things help you in transitioning to becoming an astronaut. But I think patience is one thing that I had to really learn once I got into this, becoming an astronaut. Because you have to train for 5 years for these 20 days of mission. And in fighter flying, every day you were flying 3 to 4 sorties, which was very exciting and full of adrenaline. So I think this was the biggest transition for me.
One.
So, good morning, sir. I'm Abhishek, studying in grade 8 at Samriya School CBSE. So, my question is, whether there was a moment during your selection or training where you seriously doubt whether you would make it, and what was one thought or ritual you used to push past the problem?
You feel anxiousness is always there, whether you will make it or not. But I think how I looked at this was that they wanted to select from a pool of test pilots, and I was a test pilot. There are total 72 test pilots in India.
ಸರ್
So-
ನರಸೀಪುರದಿಂದ ಸರ್ ನರಸೀಪುರದಿಂದ ಕ್ವಶನ್
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ.
So I thought, one second, I'm just finish this.
Wha-
So I thought that whoever becomes the astronaut or the first Indian to go to ISS, we would know them. That is the proximity that we had. And I was happy for this. So I think we should not worry too much about results. There are moments that you would feel, but it is okay. Just being a part of this in itself is a great experience in itself. Thank you.
Thank you very much. 1 minute. A question has come in Kannada. Okay, it says, ಗಗನಯಾತ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಯಾವ ತರಬೇತಿ ಪಡೆಯಬೇಕು? If you want to become an astronaut, what you have to do? What are the requirements and what kind of training you need? That's a question. From Mangalore.
So these are all of you are kids here. I told in this previous question also, study well, keep your mind sharp, play well, keep your body fit, and eat well so that your medical, is taken care of. So only 3 things you need to do, not a lot. Body, mind, and your medicals. That's all.
ಓಕೆ 1 minute. ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಇವಾಗ ನೋಡಿ, ದೇಹ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಶುದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಟನ್ ಶುಭಾಂಶು ಶುಕ್ಲಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಖಂಡಿತ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೃತಜ್ಞತೆಗಳು, ನಮ್ಮ ವಂದನೆಗಳು. ಇವತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇಂಟ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ.
Sir.
ಯಾ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಯಾ ವಿಚ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್? ಯಾ ನರಸೀಪುರ, ಟಿ ನರಸೀಪುರ. ಎಸ್ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್.
ಸರ್, ನನ್ನ ಹೆಸರು ಚೇತನ್, ನಾನು KPS ಮುಗೂರು ನರಸೀಪುರ. ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಊಟ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಹಾಗೆ ನೇಚರ್ ಕಾಲ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಸರ್?
What kind of food do you eat and how do you manage the nature's call? That is how to use the bathroom in space. Yes, that is.
Great question. I was surprised nobody has asked that yet. So finally that question has come. Food is like what we eat on ground. It has to be made in a different way. It has to be slightly sticky or moist so that it doesn't, break away and fly everywhere. Surface tension is the biggest force in space. And toilet is actually the most complex technology that has been developed for space station. It is not easy. In absence of microgravity, you need to create suction, and it's a full system that is there. And the Boeing has been trying to make a toilet for years now. It is still not functional. So it is extremely challenging. Hopefully one of you will come up with a good toilet system for us, when we travel to space. Thank you.
ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದು ನೋಡಿ, ಆಹಾರ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಏನೋ ಸುಲಭ, ಆದರೆ ಶೌಚ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸೋದು ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ವಾತ ಅಂದರೆ ವ್ಯಾಕ್ಯೂಮ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಥರ ಗ್ರಾವಿಟಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಯಾರೋ ತೃಪ್ತಿಯಾಗುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಶೌಚಗೃಹನ ನಿರ್ಮಿಸೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಮಂಥ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಮುಂದೆ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ತಳೆದು ಆ ತಂತ್ರಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನು ಅಭಿವೃದ್ಧಿಪಡಿಸ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಆಸೆ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ಇಲ್ಲ,
One interesting comment for this toilet. The interesting part is that you can be hanging from the roof upside down and still go to the toilet in space.
ನೋಡಿ, ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ತಳಕಂಬಳಕ ನಿಂತ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಶೌಚ ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನು ಅಂತರಿಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸಬಹುದು ತೂಕರಹಿತ ಪರಿಸರದಲ್ಲಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್. ಯಾ ನೌ ಶರಣ್ಯ ಪ್ಲೀಸ್. ಯಾ 1 minute.
That was a great Q&A session. Thank you, sir. And I request our director, Dr. B.R. Guruprasad, to briefly propose a formal vote of thanks.
Sharanya, you take it. How was the interactive session? How was it? Loudly. Okay, good. Just a moment. I'm sure what a marvelous event it is, and I'm sure the student community here at CV Vishweshwara Auditorium, as well as those watching it online, have been galvanized by Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla's presentation and interaction. An event of this magnitude wouldn't have been possible without the stupendous contribution and the presence of many people. It is our duty to thank them. In this regard, first I express our heartfelt thanks to Shri Group Captain Shubhanshu Shukla on behalf of JNP as well as K-Steps and the government of Karnataka. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your gracious presence and interactive session and presentation. At the same time, I would like to express our thanks to Dr. V. Narayanan, Chairman ISRO, as well as Sri D.K. Singh, Director, Human Space Flight Center of ISRO, for facilitating the presence of Group Captain Shukla here, Shubhanshu Shukla here for this event. The major credit for the success of this event goes to our Honorable Minister for Minor Irrigation, Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka, Shri N.S. Bosaraju, sir. Why? Whose initiative and perseverant pursuit was responsible for this event. I also thank Shri Madhu Bangarappaji. Minor irrigation, sorry. Okay. I'm so excited, sir, today. Okay. I also thank Shri Madhu Bangarappaji, Minister of Primary Education and Secondary Education, Government of Karnataka, for his... Definitely. For his gracious information technology, biotechnology and science and technology, Government of Karnataka, for all the support and her gracious presence. I also thank Shri Sadashiva Prabhu B, IAS, Managing Director, Karnataka Science and Technology Promotion Society, Department of Science and Technology, Government of Karnataka, for taking the initiative to jointly organize this event with JNP. Shri Veerabhadra Hanchinal, KAS, Private Secretary to the Minister for Minister Bosaraju, sir, Government of Karnataka, and his staff have significantly contributed to the success of this event. Thank you, Hanchinal, sir. Besides, let me not forget thanking Shri Rajendra Singh Byali of Human Space Flight Center, as well as Mr. Muniraju of HSFC ISRO in making this event a success. Besides, let me also thank the media and the police in making this event a success through their large presence. My heartfelt thanks will also go to the various school authorities, teachers, science centers across Karnataka, and most importantly, students who are very actively participated in the event, both by attending as well as watching it online. Thanks to all of you. The contribution of various service providers is no small indeed in this success of the event. Finally, I thank the staff of JNP who have contributed their might in making this event a success. Jai Hind, Jai Karnataka. Thank you, sir.
Sir, national anthem.
Yeah.
Sir, national anthem ಇದೆ.
Yeah.
National anthem ಇದೆ. Please make everybody stand.
पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
SNT staff and JNP staff are requested to come to the stage. I request all the students to please be seated till the dignitaries leave. And then food is being served. There are separate stalls for students.
ಶಬ್ದ ಕಾಪಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸಮಾಧಾನದಿಂದ ಇದ್ದರೆ ಕೆಲವ್ರಿಗಾದರೂ ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಸಮಾಧಾನವಾಗಿರಿ. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಈ ಡಯಾಸ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ಗುಂಪುಗೂಡಬೇಡಿ.